Hello, mate. I'm not on the wall. That's all right. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I told you shouldn't go on the wall. See this poor guy now. He's had to tell you off. There's around 5 weeks to go until the Australian Formula 1 Grand Prix 2024, and just like last year, Junior Pilot and I thought we'd give you a bit of a tour of what's happening on the track so far and what you might expect if you're coming down to the Australian Formula 1 Grand Prix. Go Lewis?
Yeah.
Oscar Piastri fan.
This is the start-finish straight. This is where they start and finish the race.
Wow, you know so much about Formula 1.
I know. They go vroom.
The grandstands have been constructed over the last couple of weeks. They've been doing that for about 6 weeks now. You can see they put the roof on top of this one now. It goes pretty much all the way across the full length of the start-finish straight here, all the way down to turn 1, which is where we're going to go now. Yep. On our scooters, which we've just recently hired. Mine's got a sort of...
Oh yeah, I don't want... This is your helmet.
All right, let's start this lap. So Lakeside Drive, this is actually a public road for the rest of the year, and it's still operating as a public road now. So what they do on the start-finish straight is put in those chicanes that we just went through, basically just to stop people hooning up and down here at like 100 miles an hour. We're going to go up to the end of turn 1 now, because they built quite a few of the big hospitality suites, if you're lucky enough to be in those, which we're not. What'd you say?
See those holes in the fence there?
Yeah.
Those holes? That's where we went out.
Through the holes in those fences?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that this year now.
I know. There was like 1,000 people trying to get through those 3 little holes in the fence.
You've ruined it for everyone else.
They're banning it.
Yeah, they're not letting people on the track because people jumped on the track before the race had actually finished.
That wasn't me.
So
that wasn't me.
End of turn 1, this is where all the action happens at the end of the start. You've got the big hospitality section behind us over here, one of the main grandstands behind us on this side, and behind us over there. It's a whole bunch of grandstands basically, but this is a pretty good place to sit. This is where a lot of the action happened in the 2023 Grand Prix. Who was it? It was the 2 Alpine drivers that took each other out.
Yeah.
No, not Alpine, the 2. Yeah, it was Alpine.
Alpine went into each other, and then there was like Carlos and Fernando here or something.
That's right.
Because Carlos got his penalty. Let's go.
Are you going to go over your rumble strips again? Oh, you can't. They've put cones on it. Come on, do it for the views.
I've already been told off for sitting on the fence.
You always sit on the fence. You're a teenager.
Oh.
Nice skid. So most of the barriers have been put up around the edge of the track now as well, but they're kind of like done in 2 phases. You've got the concrete barriers, which are these ones here, and then they have the metal fencing that goes on the outside. That actually takes probably the longest out of the entire track build to do. They started it, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It'll still be going right up to about a week or 2 before the Grand Prix itself. The other thing you may not know is that they actually paint all the barriers every year specifically, so they don't like bring them back like a jigsaw puzzle. They just put them down in any order whatsoever and then paint over the top. That's why that one says...
What? I was like, me, what do I say? Bro.
Rather than Qatar Airways or whatever it's going to say.
I was like, what am I saying? What do I say?
So this is where the road branches off to the left. That's where all the cars go, but the actual Formula 1 track is down this way, which goes through the Victorian Institute of Sport car park. You can see the rumble strip here on the left. That's going to be repainted and got ready, but you can see the different colour in the surface. So we're right on the middle of the track here now. This is basically a car park for the rest of the year, but in a week or 2 this car park will actually close, and then they'll turn this into the rest of the track, and then the track joins the road just there up ahead. Oh, isn't this where Oscar Piastri trains as well?
He did last year.
He did last year?
He did like next stuff.
Do you just wait outside here all day, like waiting to see?
Yeah.
What turn are we at now? Is this 7?
6
This is
and a bit.
This is the least informative Formula 1
6 and a
video on the
bit.
internet. This is after turn 6 and a bit at the back of the circuit, where as you can see, none of the barriers have been put up here at the moment, so there's still quite a bit of work to do to set up the track around here, but this is where it goes around the top. If you remember a couple of years ago, Fernando Alonso had that huge crash where he kind of barreled into...
That was Stroll.
No, it was... I know Stroll went into the barriers here, but Fernando did. Do you remember when when he barrel rolled over the top?
Oh, like
Yeah, yeah.
ages ago. So I thought you meant like...
But there's still a bit of work to be done here on this part of the circuit. But we're going to go now round to the back long straight, which has been remodeled a couple of years ago. This is the golf course in Lakeside Park.
I love Lakeside Park.
The golf course in Albert Park, which is still operating as a golf course, but it has these mounds on the side of the road. I think this is my favourite place to sit for the Grand Prix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a big call. Like if you're not in a grandstand or hospitality with air conditioning, if you're outside in general admission, I think this is my favourite place because you're up above the track, looking down on the cars a little bit so you can see over the barriers, and you get this indication of speed as they're going down the back straight. This is where we normally hang out.
But there's no screens down here, which is the only thing.
Good point.
So you can't really tell, like if you're watching the actual race on Sunday, then you can't actually tell what's going on.
See? These are all the barriers that they're obviously getting ready to go around the edge of the circuit. They're just stockpiling them here at the moment. Jump down. Ready? Are you coming? Also, the big screens have started going in, and we'll now give you an indication of scale to show you exactly how high they are. Ready? Your turn. You vlog. Tell them a fact about Formula One.
Oscar Piastri is the best.
No, tell them a real fact.
I think next year's Ferrari lineup will be interesting.
You heard it here first. It doesn't balance on it. It doesn't balance on it. Bridge, not quite built yet. So it's probably about 500 metres from here to the start-finish straight. I'm going to beat you there. Go. Oh, man. It's not fair. You've got a head start. Damn it. Well done. If you're coming to the Australian Formula One Grand Prix, I hope you have a brilliant time down here. Not sure of my plans at the moment, but thanks for riding along with us. The only thing left to say is...
Go Logan.
Lewis. Logan?
Go Oscar!
Thank you, baby.
Thank you very much.